Hey guys, it's Jake here, Jake's Trap Line. I know it's been a while since I've made a trapping video. Been kind of busy, but anyways, I'm out here at one of the state fish and wildlife areas in Illinois. They flood timber and they have a lake. They flood the timber for the duck hunting in the winter time. But anyways, they're having some serious beaver problems. So I thought I would take this opportunity here to show you all how I make some of my beaver sets. As you can see, I connected last night, first night here. This is a portion of flooded timber. If you can look right back there, there's a pretty big, pretty decent size beaver hut. But anyways, here's one of the levees. You can see they're using this as a crossover. It goes over into another wetland area, and the main creek is over there. But anyways, I got a MB 750. I know a lot of guys are completely rear leg catch people only. I like catching the front leg. For that reason, in my opinion, my experiences in life, you catch the front leg, that beaver's head is down. I don't want his head up, because I don't want to have a chance of him pulling your weight up or getting on his tippy toes and being alive when I get here. I hate messing with live beaver because they're pretty nasty. But anyways, this is the kind of rigs that I make. I'll show you right here. It's a drowning cable, Freedom brand Wolfang anchor. I like to use these anchors. I'm in some clay, so they work great. This one this water drops off real quick. I set it too far out right at the drop off, and I damn near had to swim to get him. But anyways, I just drive that in the mud. Just depends on how hard the mud is. 12 to 20 inches. It just depends on how firm the mud is. And I make these cables about 8 to 10 foot long, just depending on, I got them different sizes. Got a drowning lock on here, on my slide, so that way the beaver can only go down, and when he tries to pull back, kinks the cable. Got a quick link J-hook on there swivel on there, so that way there's plenty of swivel in it. But yeah, I make these up, pre-make them at various different lengths. And like I said, I like the front leg catches in my traps. I just use the T-stake for up on the shoreline, and anchor is shoved in the mud on the drop off. But this is a nice decent sized beaver. I would say 40 pounds plus. Nice, perfect front leg catch. MB 750 offset jaws. All I did, folks, it's really easy to make these kinds of sets. 330s work great when you have defined channels and you can wade through, you can 330 it up. But the beavers, they get really shy after a little bit of trapping with 330s. You trap with 330s, they see their buddies getting caught in them 330s, and then they recognize that shape, that square, and they'll veer away from it. So when I start trapping an area, I start with leg holds only. I pick them off for as long as I can with the leg holds on the drowners, and then I'll go down to 330s if I have to, my last resort. But as you can see, this is some pretty deep water. It's probably 15 foot right here in this corner. Over there by the hut, you're 6-8 feet of water. So 330s are kind of hard to set. But anyways, I'll show you all kind of how I make the set. This T-bar, when the set's made, the T-bar will be completely pushed down. You want your cable kind of taut. You want a little bit of slack in it. But that T-bar will be pushed all the way into the mud at an angle away from the water. And as you can see, drowning locks on here, swivels. It all worked great last night. But you just take some mud and leaves, you pile up right in here, and I'll place sticks on the sides to guide the beaver in the direction I want him to go. And I use sometimes a food type lure. I've got Caven's timber, I've got Sweetwater flat tail, works great. I try to switch it up. I've got various different ones in the box there. But I just take a pile of mud and leaves, pack up there my trap. What you want to do is you want to bed the trap back where their front foot is going to hit. Their nose, if you can see right here, this little stick right here, the reason I put that there is so when the beaver's swimming up, he hits that with his face. When he hits that with his face, it's an automatic reaction that his feet go down. So if you look at the beaver right here, you've got about 6 inches from his nose to his feet. So what I do is I place that trap back 6 inches and then bed it into the mud. You want to bed it real firm so the trap don't shake. And that's how I do it, folks. And it's just pretty much common sense from there on out. Beaver gets caught and swims off and drowns. I don't care what kind of trap you have, what kind of anchor you have. Most of the time a beaver will get out of a leg hold trap unless you drowned them. But thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe. We'll see if I got anything else today. I'll add it in. God bless. Hey guys, Jake here, Jake's Trap Line. Just caught that other beaver at one of the other locations, and now I'm out here at this location, different marsh. As you can see, if you look right over here, there's all kinds of little castor mounds on this island. It's an island in a swamp. There's an island over there. Good size swamp. I got traps way back that way by a big house. But first day trapping here, connected. This was a MB 750. This one was set up for a front leg catch, but I caught him by the rear leg. He must have got into it funny, but it worked. Still drowned him. I shoot for the front leg, but sometimes you get the back. It doesn't always work out as planned. Nice rear leg catch. Pretty good sized beaver, about the same size as the other one I got earlier. Here's my castor mound set. Got a nice little trench right there I dug. Trap was bedded right back in here where my foot is. Had Sweetwater flat tail on this one. Worked out pretty good. Nice size swamp. The beaver, they flood this timber, not here but on the other side. There's a big lake, but they flood the timber in 3 other spots for duck hunting, and in May they drain that out. So the beaver, from what I understand, this is like their summering grounds. There's a big hut back there. They got it dug down real deep. It's probably I don't know, 15 foot deep in that pond back by their hut. But they try to drain all this out, and over time the beavers have built dams that have grass on them in the middle of this flooded timber to where they can't drain the water out of here. They try to save these trees every year and take some of the water off, but these beaver have prevented them from doing it. While I got you on here, I'm going to go ahead and show you something else I found on this island. I've yet to find, there's a otter toilet right there, otter toilet here, and right here is a huge mound. If you see, this is an otter toilet. This is all pieces of crawfish and fish scales. The otter, they do this as a territorial mark, but also as a communication between them. They puke up the stuff they can't digest. And this is how you can tell if you have otter in your area. You look for these toilets and you set traps. I had a trap on that little slide right there last night, connected with a coon. It's not coon season here. It was a small coon anyway, so I had to get rid of it. But yeah, look for these otter toilets like this, and it'll tell you if you have quite a few otter in your area, or if you do have otter. While you're on the banks of the creeks or rivers you're on, look for them fish scales and pieces of crawfish, and that'll tell you. Alright guys, I'm gonna remake this caster mound set and push on down the line. I hope some of this information helps y'all out. I did the set here the same as I did the other set, same style set. Caster mound, I put sticks in the front to hit the beaver in the face, so that way when they get hit they engage their feet, put their feet down, and get caught. Alright y'all, I gotta remake this. If I got anything else, I'll shout at you later. Rate, subscribe, God bless. Hey guys, Jake here again, Jake's Trap Line. This is that big beaver house I was telling you about. I don't have any other catches to show you right now, but that's a pretty good sized house. And this is a really deep little slough right here. I've got 330s set on their runs there, over there by the house, and then over there there's a area that they've been feeding in and swimming through. You can tell because they got the seaweed all tore up. I'm about to drift into this old cypress tree here, but I thought I would go ahead and show you all that big house. There's that beaver I caught earlier. There's the big beaver house. Alright y'all, rate, subscribe, God bless. Hey guys, Jake here, Jake's Trap Line. Trapping in this other little swamp. There's a beaver hut back there in this flooded timber swamp here. Over there, that's the creek that runs out of here, the ditch. These beavers have built a dam. You can tell how old it is. There's grass over top pretty much the whole thing. And last night I had a Beazle 330 right here in a hole I popped out, but we got a lot of rain last night, so he must have gotten caught early before the water started pouring over. But yeah, I have a leg hold set over there on a drounder. Caster mound didn't connect, and I've got a channel, a deep channel set over there with the 330. Didn't connect last night, but this one did right here. He must have been swimming through to fix a hole in the dam. But I'm gonna go ahead and put that 330 back there and set another spot over there where there's a hole in the dam, and I'll get back with you. Hopefully I have something else today to show you. God bless.